Prediction Show with your hosts, myself, Rory Petre, and of course, Mark Broadhurst. We're back in our new prediction show, the second one that we've recorded as we decided to, try something a bit new, do the prediction show as its own, as its very own show. So me and Mark can, take a bit more time to go through the predictions of the upcoming Bundesliga match day 21. It will be this week, and, say why we think the games will go, how they go. So we'll get on with that in a second. Bit of usual admin. If you guys haven't already subscribed to our channel, OTB, please do so. Click the big old red button, and you will not miss out on the show. Looking back, go check out our show from Monday evening, where me and Mark went through all the Bundesliga games from match week 20 and had a bit of reaction to that. So check that out if you haven't already. Check out OTB's new channel, new series, which has just kind of gone live as well. They've had a actual genuine football player interviewed for the first ever episode, so please do check that out. That was really impressive start, a Rochdale striker, so really impressive stuff as we're producing more and more content in general from over the bar, so please do check it out. On to our predictions. So from match week 20, the Mark versus Rory series goes on, and it goes on in a similar vein as I won again this match week. So the scores on the doors at the moment are Rory 10, Mark 5. So he needs to double his score. He needs to go on a big run, a Frankfurt-like run, perhaps, to get back in the mix.
I'm just going to mirror your scores next week, Rory, so you can't win anymore.
Yeah, maybe. Obviously, thanks to everyone who commented on our last prediction show, our first one that we did. Really appreciate that. Lots of regular subscribers commenting their thoughts about the fixtures and some new ones as well. So thank you very much for that, guys. Really appreciated. Out of the guys that did their predictions, Johnny B and Scotty managed to get the most out of everyone else's predictions. There were a few, spanners in the works. I think Tom Mapletoft managed to guess correctly that Mines would pick up a win. A bit of a shock result, that. So fair play to him. Fair play to him for getting that one. But anyway, yeah. Moving on to match day 21, we shall now go through and see what we've myself and Mark have predicted. So without further ado, we'll move on to Friday night. So February the 12th, 2021. We'll see Friday night football between RB Leipzig hosting FC Augsburg. Obviously, based on the kind of current form of both sides, Augsburg kind of looking a bit suspicious, not on the greatest run, and are kind of starting to be dragged into the conversation of relegation. I can't see anything but a home win, so I'm saying 3-1 to RB Leipzig.
Yeah, I've gone for a 2-0 home win for RB Leipzig. I just can't see Augsburg scoring in this game, to be honest. I just think the big issue for Augsburg is that they do lack goals and they don't really create bags full of chances either. So I just see a very, very comfortable 2-0 Friday night win for RB Leipzig.
Very good. Moving on to the Saturday afternoon kickoff. So the first one, we've got Borussia Dortmund hosting Hoffenheim. Looks like that could be quite an interesting game. Most people, I guess, would predict a home win, but the way that Dortmund are playing, and especially with someone like Kramaric up front for Hoffenheim, I'd give them hope. So I'm saying 2-2 in this one.
Yeah, my thinking was along a similar line, because I just really, really don't rate Dortmund at the minute. They just look aside. But at the same time, Hoffenheim don't really seem to do that well against the better teams this season, do they? They've lost pretty much every game against that top 4 or 5 this year, apart from obviously the Bayern game. Sorry, I've got to give you that one. But yeah, they did lose at home to Dortmund when Dortmund also weren't on particularly good form. So I've gone for 2-1 Dortmund, but it could easily... it'll probably be 2-2 if Rory tipped 2-2 anyway.
Okay, yeah, well, hopefully. Moving on to the next game, it will be Bayer Leverkusen hosting Mainz in this one. So yeah, based on current form, obviously Mainz have picked up some good wins of late and tend to produce the goods against the bigger sides. So I am saying 3-1 home win, but it might not be as comfortable as maybe the scoreline suggests. Mark?
Yeah, I still think this is a nice fixture for Leverkusen to come into after obviously getting the first win in a while. And I do think I can't see Mainz getting anything out of this game, to be honest. I'm going to go for 2-0 for a rare clean sheet for Leverkusen.
Very good. So moving on to the next afternoon game, we've got VfB Stuttgart hosting Hertha Berlin. Usually better on the road, Hertha, but obviously the way the things are going right now. And again, Stuttgart perhaps aren't as good at home either. So you kind of, the feel of the game might be that Hertha have got a good chance, but I think Stuttgart will realise that it's a really good chance to pick up points, and I think they'll go for Hertha, and I can see them scoring goals. So I'm saying 3-1 to the home side on this occasion.
Yeah, I think this was a really, really hard game to predict, to be honest with you. I mean, it's like, as you say, Stuttgart are better away from home, and as are Hertha Berlin. They're probably two of the teams that are much better away from home than at home. But I've gone for a 1-1 draw, but something tells me Hertha Berlin might win this game, though, to be honest, because I think there's real pressure starting to build on them now. And I mean, as you say, there's 14 games left and they need a win. They really need a win. And I think, obviously, with Arminia going away to Bayern, I think they'll see this as a big chance to get a 1-up on them now. But I'm going to go for 1-1, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Hertha win it for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah. Predictions are predictions.
Predictions are predictions. Yeah, obviously we do know that Hertha do tend to be more successful on the road. So yeah, who knows? Moving on to the last afternoon game of Saturday, the 13th of Feb. We've got Werder Bremen hosting Sport Club Freiburg. Werder obviously didn't get to play over the weekend because of their game being cancelled. Or postponed with Arminia. And yeah, Freiburg look obviously like a team who are confident, who go forward well. And maybe Werder, obviously they'll be well rested, but without that kind of football in their legs, perhaps, the form team, I would imagine, are going to get the result. So I'm saying a close but a good 2-1 away win for Freiburg.
Yeah, I think this is a match which is a contrast of styles, really, isn't it? Obviously, Werder are a much more pragmatic side, whereas Freiburg are very, very attacking, really. And I agree with you, though. I've also gone for a 2-1 win for Freiburg. I just think just the way they've got so many midfielders creating chances, strikers scoring goals, I just can't see Werder getting anything out of this game, really. So 2-1 Freiburg.
2-1 Freiburg, very good. Moving on to our Saturday evening game, we've got FC Union Berlin hosting Shulker. Yeah, obviously Union aren't in the greatest form at the moment. Just a bit patchy, not quite coming off for them. I mean, obviously less said about Schalke's form, the better, I guess. Right now, obviously they need performances, and they just need points. They don't even need performances; they just need points. I think it'll be 1-1. I don't think Schalke will have enough to get the win, but they might be able to get themselves at least a draw. So yeah, 1-1 for me.
Yeah, I've gone for a strange result in this one. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Union. I've been tipping them up for a long time, but I've just got a funny feeling that Schalke might win this one. Yeah, I think it's only the second time I've tipped them in 21 rounds, but I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Schalke. Again, I don't know why, but yeah, I mean, football's strange sometimes, isn't it?
Very much so. Moving on to our Sunday games, of course, on Valentine's Day. So there'll be lots of football fans hoping for a romantic evening in with the football. First game we have in the afternoon is between Eintracht Frankfurt and FC Cologne. Both will be coming off fantastic results from last time out. Frankfurt being at home, the goals that they've got in them obviously makes me very confident that they'll still be able to keep this run of form going. Cologne have been a lot more direct, they've been a lot more positive in the last month or so, I think. But coming up against the kind of juggernaut at the moment of Frankfurt, I think they won't have enough. So I'm saying 3-1 to the home side, Frankfurt on this one.
Yeah, actually, I've also gone for 3-1 there to Frankfurt, Rory. Yeah, I just think, as you say, I think Cologne are looking a decent side at the moment, but this is not a good fixture for them to come into on the back of a win at Gladbach. I mean, obviously they're actually on a run of 2 straight wins now, Cologne, but I just think Eintracht, they just create bags of chances every game, don't they? And I just think it'll be too much for Eintracht, for Cologne to keep them out. So 3-1 Frankfurt.
Very good. And the second game on the Sunday, it will be between VfL Wolfsburg and Borussia Mönchengladbach. Probably one of the most advertising games on paper, anyway, of the Matchday weekend. A tough one to call this, but obviously Wolfsburg are the form team. Gladbach are a bit of a mess right now. I think they'll throw in a better performance, Gladbach, but I just think the way the Wolfsburg are playing, they just know how to win. So I'm saying 2-1 to the home side.
Yeah, I actually see this being quite low scoring because I think Wolfsburg, they'll know that if they win this, then they pretty much put one of the teams, Gladbach, out of the race realistically for top 4. I mean, at least to catch them because they go, I think, 9 points clear of them if they can win. And I just think they're a very professional side, Wolfsburg, and I'm going to go for a 1-0 Wolfsburg win. I don't usually go for low scoring games in the Bundesliga, but yeah, I'm going to go for just 1-0 Wolfsburg there.
Very good. And then the last game that is scheduled for match week 21 is between Bayern Munich and Arminia Bielefeld for Monday night. So Monday night football returns to the Bundesliga, obviously quite a rare occurrence. I think that's obviously pending whatever goes on between Bayern in terms of the Club World Cup. I know they've been having some travel difficulties as well, actually getting out there in general, actually. They've been having quite a headache with that from what I've seen. So presume that they are able to come back and travel and the game goes ahead. Obviously, in theory, they might have done a lot of traveling, a lot of football as well. In the meantime, if they go far in the tournament, it's not really a tournament, is it, I guess? At home to, newly promoted Arminia, Bielefeld will do well to keep it down to 2 or 3, I'd say. Can't see an upset in this one. So, yeah, 3-0 to the home side for me.
Yeah, I'd love to know how much the Bayern people have paid the DFB, the German Football Association, to give them Arminia Bielefeld at home after they come back from Qatar, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, say they had to play a Frankfurt or a Wolfsburg or even a Freiburg at the moment, I wouldn't be tipping Bayern to win, to be honest, Yeah. But I mean, this is if you'd have picked one fixture really, apart from at the start of the season to have after this Club World Cup, it would have been this game, wouldn't it? So I think, with all due respect to Bielefeld, I think they've done well this season. I think they've overperformed despite being third from bottom at the moment. But I mean, the other issue, it has been a long time since they played as well. It's been 16 days because obviously this week got postponed and then it's a Monday night game too. So it's going to be 16 games, and that's not always what you want. It's a little bit too long of a break, I think, in a way. I mean, so I'm going to go for a 4-0 to Bayern. But again, they might go with a very weakened side, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised to see them rest a few players and we see a few youngsters in the side. But even then, it's hard to see Bielefeld really even competing in this game, to be honest.
Yeah, agreed. So that brings a close to Petre and Pundit's Predict for this week. Gone through all the games from Matchday 21 of the Bundesliga. Let us know what you think in the comments below on YouTube. Pop in your predictions. Do you think me and Mark's predictions are a bit far-fetched? Do you see some more upsets? Please do comment. Obviously, we'll try and give shout-outs to people who do well on each match day week. Always welcome your feedback on your comments on that. So yeah, please do comment, please do subscribe as always, and we'll keep on producing the content. So that's the end of the prediction show for this week. So as per usual, we'll hand over to Mark to finish off the show as always.
yeah, so just remember to check out our Twitter, which is @OverTheBarFB. As I said before on the previous show, we do have a lot of big stuff going on at the moment, specifically with relation to our new series, which is interviewing players. We had Stephen Humphreys on from Rochdale, the Rochdale forward. So yeah, I mean, that's a really big coup for us. So we're happy. So check that out and make sure we get a lot of views on that, because it'll really help our channel. Even if you're not specifically interested, there's a lot of really interesting points, not just about his life, but about the average daily life of a football player as well. So yeah. And remember to check the website, otbfootball.net, for just about everything football related. So that's the end of the prediction show for week 21. Yeah. And I hope the snow keeps off, because as I look out of my window here, the week before, it's really, really snowing heavily, and it's predicted to snow for the whole week. So I hope these games go ahead. But yeah, hopefully they will. Yeah. So all the best, guys, and see you next week.
See you next time.